Your hero, William Joseph Blazkowicz. Zieht ihn hoch, den Krüppel! Let me tell you, you're not. Only the degenerate rats of the slum admire you. The filthy dregs, festering in the ghetto. But once they see you, this will change. I shall put you on international television. Look, everybody. Is this how a hero looks like? A crippled wretch of a man being in a tomb. Everyone will see what a useless joke you are. Loslassen. Dankeschön. Oh. Zieh sie am Kragen hoch. Bow your head.
Don't be silly. The resistance does not bow.
Mutter! Sigrun! Sei still! Ich arbeite!
Ich dachte, du würdest sie freilassen.
Aber das tue ich doch. Ich befreie ihren Kopf von ihren Schultern.
Aber du hast gesagt, dass
Hab
du
ich
sie
dir das gesagt? Du machst deine Leibesübung und du verzichtest auf den Zucker. Und was haben meine Männer in deinem Zimmer gefunden, als sie es durchsucht haben? Schokolade, Kekse, Limonade, Bonbons. Ganz abzusehen von den kranken Sachen, die du in dein Tagebuch geschrieben hast. Du willst sie befreien? Gut. Nimm! Nimm! Mach schon. Befrei ihren Kopf von ihren Schultern. Hm?
Du hast mein Tagebuch gelesen.
Lenk dich ab! Köpfe sie! Oder du kannst dich auf was gefasst machen. Los! Los, los! Los, 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 los!
Stop! For God's sake, stop!
Sag zu!
Ich kann nicht, Mutter.
Mach schon!
Nein, ich kann das nicht.
Ein Tagebuch mit Perversion und verräterischen Worten vollschmieren. Das kannst du. Einige davon waren sogar auf Englisch. Seite für Seite ergießt sich dein widerwärtiger Geist. Du aufgehst wie eine dicke, fette Seekuh. Verstehst du nicht, in was für eine Lage du mich bringst? Ich bin verpflichtet, das zu melden.
Du hattest kein Recht, es zu lesen.
Caroline Becker, leader of the Kreisau Circle. The criminal mastermind.
Never give up, Blazkowicz. Never give in to these people.
I think not. I think you're just another...
Caroline! Oh no!
Habt ihr das gesehen? Übermacht den Meister! Look at this! How strange! One moment she was here, and now she's gone. Were these eyes ever filled with a lover's gaze? See you think? Kiss, kiss, kiss. Hm?
Das ist nicht komisch.
Willst du auch ein Küsschen, wie du es in deinem Tagebuch geschrieben hast? Auf deine dicken, fetten Wangen? Oder vielleicht lieber hier unten, ha? Zwing mich nicht, zwischen dir und meiner Überzeugung zu wählen. Denn du wirst verlieren. Und nun zu dir. Also another friend of yours, yes?
Stop! No more of this!
Mutter, bitte hör auf, es reicht.
Aus dem Weg!
Nein! Mister!
What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? This is Hammernall, coming to you with a part 2 of our campaign walkthrough of Wolfenstein 2, the new Colossus. As you guys saw, unfortunately, Carolyn was executed. She was decapitated. Of course, I didn't want to see it. Tell you guys, Frau Engel has really got to die.
Hey, back up! How do we release the U-boat?
The door there leads to the controller bay with the electromagnetic tractor arms. You can deactivate them from there, and that will release your boat.
Wait, you can get this door open?
So, if you chose to sacrifice Fergus instead of Wyatt, when Frau Engel attempts to decapitate either one of them, if he went with Fergus, his whole right arm would be cut off, but if he went with Wyatt, part of his ear would be cut off, which I guess less of the two evils. I mean, Wyatt would be in better shape, but looking at Carolyn, I mean, that's just so sadistic how General Engel is, and she needs to be stopped. So just looking around, they'll open that door, which will have a couple of hatches, which you'll have to do like a power jump to jump through the hatch there to get down into the vent. And here you'll be able to pick up a hatchet, which will definitely come in handy as far as hand-to-hand combat. And for something else, which you'll be able to cut open these hatches like this to get into the vents. There'll be one guard as you exit the vent down here, which we'll have a little fun with, as you'll see. Man, brutal.
Caroline, you copy? Before you go upstairs, please watch over our people while I get this done.
Up here you'll be able to get a pistol. One will be on the left, one will be on this table, which you can use to dual wield with. And you'll be able to pick that lock off of that hatch to get into the vent. That's the first part. So the second part, we got 2 commanders in this area with about 3 or 4 guards down on the bottom. So we'll walk up behind this commander and we'll just take him out. And you know, it's just a freebie. So just kind of waiting to see what he was going to do. Wanted to see if he would finish his conversation before we take him out, but I decided to go ahead and take him out anyways. And when you do take out the commander, you'll be able to pick up an Enigma code, which we can decrypt later on in a future video. Now, if you go like I do, go through the vent all the way down and come out on the other end of the room, this control room, you'll have easy access to the commander on the bottom. Get you another hatchet right there and some more pistol ammo. So just jump down, take him out. And there'll be just 3 guys you'll have to deal with. Of course, you can go quiet or loud, it doesn't really matter. So 2 guys left. Of course, I threw the only throwing hatchet that I had. And since that guy turned around, I decided to just go ahead and go loud. There'd be 2 more guys that'll come out of that hallway where the door just opened. Which you can take out very easy. Just stay on the platform. Sometime. There they are right there. There's the feet of one of them. There's the other guy. And of course, being an idiot, he comes out right in the line of fire. And the third guy I didn't really know about. You can take him out easily. So there's 2 ways you can get into the armory.
Automated security system.
The first way is right up there on that platform. You can go turn to the right at the end of that platform and go into a vent which will drop you down into the armory, which you can get on the control panel to open up the door, but I decided not to. So right there I just picked up a map which will unveil everything, including places we have not been to just yet. We're going to be using this map a lot for getting our points of interest, which there's 3 of those in the control room area. I'll make that 4 in the control room. So I'm just going to go around the control room. I'm just picking everything up. There'll be, a few notes, letters, and there'll be a recording which has like some kind of briefing on it, which you can read. So just taking a look around, make sure there's no other collectibles that may, even though they're not marked on the map, they may be secretly hidden in a way. It's another note from a maintenance worker. So there's a recording right here that I was talking about. Talks about what's on it. So there's a vent up there as you go up the platform that I was looking at. That'll take you into sort of a secret area in a way. But there's, I'll show you here in a minute. So there's nothing really in there except some armor, which we really don't need. Thought there might be a collectible in here, but not the case. So another thing to read, newspaper article. You guys read that. Just again, if you want to read any of those things, just pause the video and read all you want to. So that second way that you can get into that armory is if you keep going down the hallway and you turn to the left, there'll be a hatch to another vent, which you can do the same. You know, pull the hatch off, and then work your way around to get into the armory. Right here, I decided to demonstrate, you know, the first way I mentioned. You go up, stay on that platform, and go through to get to the control panel to open the doors. So we went across the hallway of the armory, and we got a new weapon, an assault rifle. Will definitely come in handy. So just gathering up all the ammo and health. Got us another hatchet.
Tank looks explosive.
So as it demonstrates with the explosive objects tutorial, you know, you throw a grenade and it'll throw up the, or excuse me, blow up the that gas tank, which will give us access to, you know, where we're going. So right here is it can be a difficult part. There'll be two guys with flashlights. One of them will come out the left side door, which you can take out very quickly. Just climb on top of those crates. Now the other guy, you just work your way around the corner to get behind him and take him out, or do just like I did, just throw your hatchet to quickly and quietly take him out. Now depending on where the enemies are, sometimes this guy on top will be going away from you, which you can sneak up behind and take him out, but in this case he's walking towards me, which wisely I threw my hatchet to take him out. There'd be three guys left, including the commander, which as you saw there with a good shot with the hatchet, quickly took him out. There'd be three guys left. This guy, which I thought about going down to take out hand to hand, but I decided to just let him go and maybe get him with one of the explosive objects, one of the explosive canisters right across the room. Like that. So there'd be two guys left, and I thought at first that they were going to come up the stairs and, you know, start shooting me in the back, but sure enough, I made my way back over to the stairs, and there they are, right down there just waiting on me, which they failed miserably to take me out.
Caroline. Lend me
Now,
your wings.
there'll be 2 more guys that will eventually walk up towards this area, but I decided not to wait, as I wanted to go confront them myself, which I'll show in just a minute. So I was just looking around, make sure nothing else. Forgot to pick up the Enigma code from the commander. There it is. So there's 2 things in the silo or another control room area. There are points of interest in here, stuff that we can read or pick up. So there's one of the points of interest. It's just a letter to one of the soldiers, Nazi soldiers. And one more point of interest, looks like over to the west staircase in this room. But we'll get that when we come back, I guess. So there's 2 guys that were supposed to walk over here towards this area. They have not walked over here just yet. Like I thought they would, but at first I kind of thought that they were glitched out or something. But I decided not to go over outside to the generators, which is where we were supposed to go. So the point of interest I was looking for, note, letter, whatever. And then I heard the 2 guys finally walk in from outside and just quickly took them down. So there should be nobody else to worry about for the time being. So still looking for that point of interest. And at first I thought it was like in a hidden compartment in the wall somewhere, but looked outside the stairwell and then looked back inside. I mean, I was just going back and forth. So right there I had the interaction to inspect whatever it is we were going to read, but decided not to interact. It just was going on and off right there. Just being a noob. So sure enough, there it is right there on the ground to the right of that staircase. It's another node. Nothing special. So that should be it as far as readables in that control room. So we're going to head outside and go down to, on that platform, to the controller bay, where the generator, electromagnetic generators are, which we will use to sabotage and take down.
released Eva's hammer, and I'm heading back to our people. I hate to ask. Please stick around, so I can keep your wings a little longer.
So alright, this next part is going to be interesting. It'll be a heavy guy drop down from the silo, which you will have to take out immediately. You want to make sure you stay away from his laser guns as much as possible. Just kind of play with him, toy with him. The main thing is you want to get behind him and blow up his tank so he would explode. So I'm just trying to get around him. Finally, right there, I blew him up, and luckily he didn't blow up those C5 tanks over there to blow me up as well. So now you pick up one of his laser guns, which will come in handy in the which you'll need to get past these two doors. So right here was interesting. I was just trying to lay out both guns. You know, when I do pick up one of them, and if it runs out of power, I could pick up the other one and continue firing. Now there'll be 3 or 4 guys, including another bad baddie. They'll come out of this, start working your way towards you, which you'll have to take out with the laser gun. Do it very quickly, but you need to watch your power. So that was very quick, very easy to do. So you want to make sure you recharge your laser gun, and you want to hold on to it, which it'll actually come in handy in a later part of this mission. So right here, I was just trying to get into all these crates, these metal crates, get all the ammo that we could, and gather up on all the health we can get, even though we really don't need it, since 50 is the maximum for the time being. Alright, after you recharge again, or after we recharge, we're ready to head down to the other end of the that's at the loading bay or cargo bay, whatever that was that we just were in. Use that control panel to get outside. There'll be 2 commanders in this area. The strategy that I used is you want to make sure you go down the stairs to the right. Now I started to keep going straight, but if you want to sneak up behind that commander, this commander, you want to get up behind him quickly. Of course, he moves away, and just do like I did, throw your hatchet, take him out. And we're going to get his Enigma code. And you see one guy straight ahead, but we're not ready to deal with him just yet. Now right there, I accidentally stood up, and the guy above heard me, so he's going to make his way down the stairs. So I needed to hide. Of course, I stay behind this pylon pillar until he got through doing what he was doing. looking for me. So I was just waiting on him to go back upstairs, but I said, what the heck, I'll just take you out anyways. Alright, 2 more guys on the bottom. There'll be 1 guy in this bomb storage area on the bottom, which we took him out nice and quiet like. Now the commander that we're looking for is right above us. He should walk over this crosswalk right here that I was just looking at. So I was just waiting on him to make his way around. Of course, he's 15 meters away, so he's further off to the left. So judging by the signal, I mean, he's supposedly behind us and maybe to the southwest of us, according to the signal. Now he's making his way back. So right here you want to wait right where I'm at, and if you have a throwing hatch available, you can throw it and take him out, which I'll demonstrate here in just a minute. There he is, and just like that, you take him out. Now you want to make sure you stay in the crouched position, as there'll be 1 guy that will be right up the stairs to the right, and you got this baddie right here, and then there'll be another baddie that will walk back and forth on the other side of this room, or this area. But we're not going to bother the 2 heavy guys. We're going to take out this other regular soldier before getting into the elevator, just like that. Now this is where the laser gun is going to come in handy. It actually make things a lot easier. Get our health right quick so we can be overcharged. Get our overcharged kills. Make sure you get behind the control panel. Make sure you charge your laser gun while the elevator's going down. And just like this, take out all of the soldiers, and there'll be 1 heavy guy, 1 big bad baddie. There he is, and just as he was about to fire his laser upon me, we took him out. Didn't take any damage from that. And we're back in the open control room, which is where we were before in the earlier part of this video, early part of the gameplay. So now all we got to do is just make our way further down the hallway to the left. But I decided to go with the laser gun, pick it up so we can take out the last 2 soldiers that are firing upon Wyatt and Sigrun. So just walk on out. 2 guys right on top of Wyatt and Sigrun. Just take them out quickly. And that is pretty much it.
the escape pod! Cap, we gotta scram! Let's get out of here together!
Hurry! We have to go!
So, alright guys, that is it for this video. We'll see you on the next part, in part 3 of our walkthrough of Wolfenstein 2, The New Colossus. Peace out, guys.
Hold up. Let's go. Everyone! Look! We have a strategy. Caroline had a plan.
To liberate the United States of America.
To free the U.S. and use it as a platform to liberate the rest of the world. And this is what we are going to do for Caroline.
And what about this one? Can we trust her?
Hello.
Give her a chance, I guess. She saved my life. She saved Captain Blazkowicz, too. Now, Caroline had established radio contact with an American resistance group in New York City. Now, we need to
Do you
find
allow
this group.
blacks on board?
To our cause, we need to make
Oh my god. How did that man get in here? No.
Everyone is allowed on this boat,
Fight.
except Nazis.
The Bonafide war again.
There you go, Mr.
That's right. And our first priority is to set course for New York. And
Depth charges!
on your sonar station!
I hear surface breaches! Multiple surface breaches!
It's Frau Engel! How in the world is she tracking this?
Someone inside your U-boat is transmitting your position.
What did you say?
The Ausmerzer has been receiving messages from someone in your boat. That's how we found you.
That's impossible.
Section F.
No way.
There it is, Section F.
But there is no section F. The maps are not accurate. We've looked and there's no door there.
What if there is? What if someone is hiding in there transmitting that signal, huh?
Cap, you assemble a team and investigate.
I'll show you the way. Must be here. Move this locker. Astonishing.
What do you see?
Welded shut from the other side.
Eagle! Take this! Wyatt came up with a basic concept. The design is not it's experimental, but it will be very useful.
Does this end kill Nazis?
Enthusiastically so.
I'm sure it will.